So in C++ we can program a menu where the user selects between different types of action and gets the menu for the action he chooses. So this is called else if, and the example I was thinking we could create was a car auto store where the user of the owner of the car auto store gets different types of menus and chooses from a list of menu and gets the correct price that he's going to charge the customer. So the different items are EU controlled. It will be $79, and it's something called after checking. It will be $19. The wheel check, it's $189, and all other will be charged $99 an hour. So we will go to Visual Studio, a new project. And here we go to Visual Studio, Visual C++, Win32 and Win32 console application. And we will call the project for Car Auto Shop. I will click OK, and I will get my the application wizard. I will just click Finished. And here is my empty program. The first thing I will do is to include the correct header files. I usually just copy them from another program because they're always the same. IOStream, string, and namespace std. I will go down to my main part of the program and pause the program, making sure that it doesn't quit when I run it. And I will do this by typing system and then pause. So the first thing I will do is to declare variables, and we will use a variable called action, and this will read the car owner's action, or the car auto repair shop's owner's action. I will print a menu for the owner. I will print car auto store menu. And I had 4 different types of menu actions that the car owner could choose between. It was the EU control, the after inspection, the wheel control, or other hourly rate. I will read the car owner, the car auto store owner's action, or design menu, and by reading it I use the cin cin command, and I read it to the variable action. So now action will hold either 1, 2, 3 or the number 4. For showing different prices for the different menu options, I will use if and else. So action can hold the number 1. If it's number 1, then the owner has selected EU control. Here I can also write ask for the selection. Okay, so the owner has selected the 1, and then I can write the text, you have selected 1 EU control, and the price will be $79. So we can try to run the program now, see what happens. I will just press local Windows debugger to run the program, and this is the menu, car auto store menu, and if I press 1, it will say you have selected 1 EU control, the price is $79. So what happens if I press anything else than 1? We will see. Okay, if I press 2, then it says just press any key to continue. This is because action now holds the value 2, and there is no action for value 2. So to add an action for value 2, we need the else if. Else if action holds value 2, then do something. So for value 2, there was the after inspection, and then we can print the menu, print the text, you have selected 2 after inspection, and the price will be $19. So now action can hold the value 1 or 2. We will try to run it now. And if I select 2 now, it says you have selected 2 after inspection, price $19. But of course we want the owner to have the third options also, the wheel control, and it's just as easy as the other two. We just write else if action is 3, then it says you have selected 3 wheel control, the price is $189. So now we can either select 1, 2 or 3. So if we select 3, it says you have selected 3 wheel control, price $189. So for the fourth action, we can either write if action equals 4, or we can write else. But I will write now else if action equals 4, and then you have selected 4 other hourly rates. So now action can be 1, 2, 3 or 4, and as you see, when I press 4, it will be our other hourly rate. The problem is now if I select as an example the number 8, then it just says press any key to continue. So we can add an error message here, and then we use the command else. Cout invalid action selected. Invalid action selected for the last for any other actions. So action can hold, the action variable can be 1, 2, 3 or 4. If it's none of these, then it will be an invalid action selected. So I will try to press 8 now, and it says invalid action selected. So here you have if and else if program. It's very easy, but it's very powerful.